Today, no music. Angelo Badalamenti.
Angelo Badalamenti.
Angelo Badalamenti.
Mr. Lynch lives forever. Forever. Good morning, Mr. Simple, more 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 simple, David. Stavi vedendo notte nel Lynch, it's May 11th, 2025. Sunday evening, postoria totally cloudy, yes, the opposite in comparison to yesterday, in fact, it's totally cloudy, white cloudy skies essentially. Tutto seems to be now, perhaps through that one, and if you Evie, not, so that surely this is also is one. It's early after, it's noon and 41, 68 Fahrenheit, 20, it's really soft, like this factors of efficacy gadget to use for speaking to sort of business better. It's in some way will be 4 years with reports, but as regard speaking still 3 years. Perhaps some remember if you cover and very change così. I'm sure travesi andiamo it's sometimes it's more post fact question so cioè it's better no perhaps parole che sono tutte for me la idea non si non integrare operation which for the in fact the auto non sa non mi interessa fact for the auto so it's for case and adjective solve for the some adjective for the interjective quello si sono da si cases in general la classica adjective vuol dire periods classica adjective That's the regard and degrees, at least for me also if you go to say for the resolution complete, it's really simple to in this first often. The days of Spring, in particular since already in January is the first part of the spring, the first half of the spring, really since Friday, April 4, and het is middag tussen het is middag tussen seit summer, das ist ja gut, weil mir wäre gut Gianna, wäre gut zusammen. Aber triste for me, non è forse per people. Vabbè, in generale per me, questo è good, in stile, tutte le sky, tutte le situazioni in generale, è studiare assolutamente, anche in sé, siamo singoli, cioè, questa è bella, l'artista si fa cambi free, e si marcia insieme. Ieri è fermo, finché tempo, si mantiene, ripete se gesti fuori, si siete fare nel 26, non importa di questo, ma fieri, non ci vedi. Si vuole di visa. Adesso prese le cortine, se no non si accorta, sembra pieni, senza tanta non ci si cortine in genere. Quindi sia il most perfect. Si suppose in che sono si ripete la stessa. Dato di quattro di Sky and according to read, considering my sensations, perhaps standard as this way, another thing that I think it will be darker, bleaker, and also at my tree, from something that's a tree, I think we are closest. But as we send up to the chance of it, it's what you'll see, and if it's a get, so can skim to the idea. Penna, so, quindi ricordiamo su insomma struttura di canzone 2 years and a half perché non li sente se questi quote fra mali tools from things luff perché tu vedi se portiamo fa capire se 1 years and a half vabbè non so si più per poter pensare questo è il menu visible near the anime tools no si better visual for me il sentire e lì si shot anzi avanti il mio genere la sigara che non sciuto questo si sembra su bene corti in genere visible sì che si for me attività di sentire il chat o se si chiede se non si più certo e fa di roba medio il che ora in GX640 PG 635 also ogni si chiede se mi già ne shot questo è molto piccolo per la di porta e si ti chiede ora sono per me sistema sono myself also skate and finally I poi un gratta breakfast today it's late in general also for the nurse crazy late me for nurse the bullying part is to fare con le correci semmai di state questo salvo in faccia breakfast finta nessun lieto le sorti tutti finta ne appartamento del stesso finché ti regole si regole sembra essere tre su sta ci può dire ripeto incluso se con le regole late also for nurse perhaps not also can see the traits line late and generally also for nurse they are just all the options sono quote it's just all the options sono quote non in forti male ogni importante che ci sia membri senza me also dei fortunatamente so I'm really and as we honest say perché fa si sono mossi si cosa fa absolutamente So sind sie üks, shorts of every biscuits, many beautiful commas of beautiful biscuits that says vaata, pink fat, best one of the best, kado biscuits cookie, chocolate sponge fatto mistake, it was also the favorite biscuit of Mr. Lynch, in particular there are two other things that I really want to say. The first one is about the release, the first one, and the release, the first one is about the milk fat, with the shots of Italians, the coffee. Obviously, to jest człowiek ziopka, to faktycznie to jest to fragment wideo shot, and we didn't see also the effect of the breakfast the last video in particular. But second thing is about 3 years, fucking if we were just Conad, Terence for me is our second place of position. Because at the first place of position, me Alabama, Terence. In fact, always I truly recommend them because they are really superb. Also, tomorrow is supposed to film today. In fact, I don't know until tomorrow to lap and well, we'll see.